from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
Good morning, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. We are in a first alert weather day. Severe storms are possible. We know how spring works in Northeast Ohio. It is hit or miss. You have to have all the right ingredients at just the right time. We're going to bring in 19 First Alert meteorologist Kelly Dobeck. Kelly, we can take a live look in Akron. Beautiful morning down there. You look at this picture and you're like, what do you mean, severe storms? But the potential is there today.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up the Akron and then also our First Alert camera network down in New Philly. This is the first time all morning we've seen a little bit of clearing, a little bit of blue sky and sunshine, and that's what's concerning. The more of that we get, the higher potential we have for some stronger storms to develop. So just like you said, the ingredients are there. They just have to mix together correctly. And right now, with the current situation being mostly cloudy and rainy, even though it is dreary and icky across much of the lakeshore, it's actually good news, and it's going to help keep things more stable. Thunderstorms, they thrive on that instability, right? So cloud cover and rain, they don't provide that. Heat, humidity, and moisture provide that instability. So we're going to be watching very carefully over the next few hours to see where we see breaks in clouds. But looking at First Alert Doppler radar right now, we've got a lot of moisture pouring in right now and a lot of cloud cover too, which makes me think it's going to lower that threat of severe weather. Now, is the threat of severe weather still there? Yes, it's definitely not zero. We definitely have a lot of other ingredients out there, but just like you said, they need to mix together for those stronger storms to develop. And there's a better chance of that south of the Akron area, just like we were, just where we're seeing the sunshine and some of that clearing right now. So it's something we're really going to have to watch here as we head through the next several hours. A big concern, though, for everybody, even if we don't see severe weather, is going to be heavy rain. So most of us are going to pick up around 2 to 4 inches of rain today into tonight, and that could lead to big flooding concerns, especially in areas that already have gotten a lot of rain over the last few weeks here. We have a lot of the rivers that are a little bit higher, so if you live in a flood-prone area along any of those area rivers or streams, creeks, all of that, definitely flooding concerns, flooding potential is there. The second part of this is with things being so soggy and so saturated, part 2 of our 19 First Alert weather day is going to be strong winds, especially tomorrow afternoon. We're talking wind gusts over 40, 50 miles an hour. So with a saturated, soggy ground, it won't take much for trees to topple over. That could lead to power outages, especially through the second half of the day tomorrow. So there's a lot of moving pieces and parts to these alert days here. So I want to start with the hour by hour today with the rain and storm chances, and then we'll go into the wind potential for tomorrow. So hour by hour, that timestamp is in that top left-hand corner of your screen here. So notice First Alert Future View putting a lot of steady rain and cloud cover through lunchtime. That's not good for thunderstorm development. So as we head through the afternoon hours where we get some of those warmer temperatures, you're seeing some indications of thunderstorm development when we see these oranges and reds show up on Future View. So the potential is there for them to become strong. However, severe storm strength will be limited just because of the cloud cover that's around. Where we do see breaks in the clouds, where we see warmer temperatures, more moisture, more humidity, that could fuel an isolated stronger storm or two, especially in this highlighted area. So think Akron down to Dover, New Philly, where we are seeing some of that clearing right now. So like we've been saying, the ingredients are there, they just have to mix together. Regardless, though, even if we don't see any severe storms in Cleveland, heavy rain is still going to be a big concern here, because look at through 8, 9 o'clock, we are still dealing with bouts of rain, steady showers, even through early tomorrow morning. That's something we're going to be watching. So that's part 1 of the alert day. Part 2 is going to be with the wind tracker here. So this is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Hour by hour as we head through tomorrow, look at the winds start to increase. We're starting to see wind gusts close to 40 miles an hour. By late afternoon, we're starting to see those gusts over 40. And then by dinner time, potentially 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So again, with things being soggy and then the potential for strong winds, I will not be shocked if we see wind advisories issued for tomorrow. It's more so when are they going to be issued versus if they're going to be issued. So those are the two big parts here of the alert day. We've got heavy rain, flooding concerns for everybody, the threat of some stronger storms this afternoon developing if we see that sunshine, and then tomorrow everyone's going to be dealing with strong, potentially damaging wind gusts. You mix that in with soggy grounds that could lead to trees toppling over, debris flying in spots, tree branches, things like that will be what we're watching through the afternoon tomorrow, Dan.
Welcome to severe weather season. That's why spring is a little bit rough in Northeast Ohio. We're going to take a 15-second break, and on the other side, we'll take a look at the weekend forecast. Hopefully we come out of this a little bit drier.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
And here is our 7-day. Everybody working for the weekend, and it looks a little bit better than the end of the week anyway.
Yeah, we've got to get through these 2 alert days, and then we have some drier time on Saturday. Temperatures a little bit cooler, back in the upper 50s, near 60s. We bring back storm chances, but warmth. I know you said towards the end of next week it looks rough in terms of showers and storms, but look at those temperatures. Just been talking about it. First 80 on the board on the 7-day forecast that we've had so far. So it's definitely going to be warming up, but definitely download the 19 First Alert weather app if you don't have it yet for today's potential severe weather. And also, I want to take the time to plug First Alert Focus, Dan, because I actually did a breakout segment all about, we talk about storm energy, storm fuel. Well, what really is storm energy? So I break it down in kind of a nerdy science way just to explain how we figure out how strong storms are going to get. And that airs tonight at 7:30 on the CW.
The only station in the market doing a half an hour dedicated to science and weather, all things related. Kelly Dobeck is a phenomenal resource for that. She loves all things eclipse. We've moved on from that. And as we deal with
else now.
move into severe weather season, we've got you covered. An entire half an hour newscast or weathercast every Monday through Friday at 7:30 on CW43. That's WUAB. 19 First Alert meteorologist Kelly Dobeck, thanks for checking in.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, take care. We're going to wrap this up. One more look down in Akron. You can see some blue skies in there, but again, blue skies means heat, means fuel for severe weather. So fingers crossed. Let's hope everybody stays safe today, but we've got to get through a couple of active First Alert weather days today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, really high winds expected to be the issue. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be here on our digital platforms. We have a 10 o'clock news conference coming up on the missing person case that continues in Cleveland. The Keyshawn Williams case, the Cleveland Missing, going to be holding a news conference just to keep that, any updates at the forefront and make sure that story stays out there so police can get some information. Other than that, we'll have Cuyahoga's Most Wanted at 10:30. We have our 11 o'clock newscast on CW43, then our noon news on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRosa with 19 News. Have a great afternoon.